Hi and welcome back to my channel. So yes, it has been a while. I think it's been a month since I uploaded the last video and I think back then I was just really like hopeful and excited about what was to come. So we are now currently at this moment in time week 8 of the renovations. So we were initially told that it was going to be a 6 to 8 week time frame, but you know yourself, like we take that type of thing with a pinch of salt. So we're currently in week 8 and it's hard. But let me just preface this by saying I'm so grateful that we're able to do this, and like I know it's going to be worth it in the end, and I know that like this will be a distant memory, but it's hard living on site. Like ideally we would have moved out, but the budget wouldn't afford that. So right now my office is the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, the laundry drying room, and my office. And it's tiny. Like I could, I know, fairness, I couldn't like, when I put that hand, so this hand touches the wall, that hand does about maybe like that much more space, no, maybe a bit more. Yeah, so that's tough. So downstairs is still, it's a no-go zone. And in fairness, like up until early last week we were able to sit downstairs in the evenings, but then when the plasterers came, they plastered the current living room, so everything that we had to, like, we had to bring the TV upstairs in Mom's room. Like everything we own is upstairs now, and so there's just no space. But it's fine. Well, that's what I keep saying, I keep going, it's fine, it's fine. And I will share kind of like my learnings and everything, like when the whole process is finished, in a separate video. But because we're still going through it now, I'm just like, just get day by day, like each day I get into bed and I'm like, okay, that's another day down. And then at the end of each week I say to myself, okay, another week down, we're 1 week closer to it being finished. So hopefully the kitchen, today is Tuesday, it's Tuesday that I'm filming this. I feel like it's Groundhog Day, and I can film this because there's nobody in the house. And I feel like that's been one of the biggest challenges for me working from home. Like even now there's people walking by and I get like distracted. Like there's just been somebody here all the time, and I know that's the nature of, they have to work like and do their job, but it's just very hard when there's like essentially strangers in your house. Now the builders are lovely and we get on great with them, they're good crack, and they're like working their butts off. So yeah, I'll show everything kind of like when it's done and that. So yeah, when the builder or when the plasterer, so they're subcontractors, so when they started plastering the current living room, yeah, we just try and bring as much as we could upstairs, and it just, they did it last week, like it was really grey out, it was really damp, and things just felt bleak. I'm just gonna close the windows so that I can talk freely. No, sorry. So yes, while there's technically nobody in my house, there are people outside it, because yeah, today I had to go into town to do something, and by the time I got home they had poured the concrete for the greenhouse. So there are lads outside in a van, still there, red van, and every so often they keep going like up the back to kind of, I don't know, check on the concrete. I don't know, I don't question, I'm just like, you off you go. But they were here yesterday kind of, so the neighbours next door are getting their concrete poured for their kind of back patio as well. And so yeah, I've been just waiting for this day. So my brain is going to be all over the place, just so you know. I feel like I don't think I really grasped how much of a mental drain that this would be, kind of like working and trying to work on location, like on a building site. But as I said, we're making it work. So yeah, it just felt really bleak last week and just damp and miserable, and I was just like, when is the end? It felt like there was loads happening. So actually it was Wednesday. I think they plastered the living room on Tuesday, maybe, I don't know. But on Wednesday we had the builders who were here, the plumber was here, the electrician was here, and the plasterers were here. So there were just millions of people, and I'm trying to like work. I had my noise cancelling headphones on that needed to be charged as well. So it was very full on, and I needed to be here for that day because we were waiting for the electrician to come, and we needed to verify kind of socket placements and everything in the kitchen. So I was kind of stuck here, I couldn't kind of escape or do anything. But I'm glad that I was here that day. I had to cancel a couple of things, but it meant that by me being here, then I was able to chat to him about putting like an electric cable and a socket into the greenhouse when that comes. So I need to get on to the greenhouse people to see, now that the concrete is poured, when the greenhouse can be delivered and that. So getting there bit by bit. That's what I just keep saying, getting there bit by bit. And I find as well that the weekends, not that they're long, we're just trying to fill them because there's nothing that we can do here. We can't kind of like sit and watch TV, you know, we can. So every weekend we're kind of out doing stuff. So I'm looking forward to a weekend where we're not in a retail park, where we're not having to make decisions on like cookers and hobs and fridges and tiles and floorings, do you know? Even though I'm very grateful, I know I keep reiterating that, you know, it's just because I'm so grateful that we're able to do this, and I know it'll be worth all of the hassle. But you ever just get like decision fatigue and you're just like, I don't care what we yeah, because one day last week, it was Monday, yeah, we had to go and buy the tiles for the bathroom downstairs and the utility and the kitchen, and we knew kind of what we were getting. And so we bought the kitchen tiles, that was grand, and then we went around to the other place to get the bathroom tiles, but the ones what we wanted, they didn't have enough in stock. So I was just like, fantastic. So then we had to go back around to the original tile place where I priced tiles, and we had to pick out that, because initially we wanted to have the same flooring in the bathroom and in the utility downstairs. I say bathroom, like downstairs loo. We wanted to have the same tiles, but they didn't have enough of them, and we didn't want to mix the batches, so we had to pick kind of two different like tiles for that. So yeah, and I was just like, I can't. I know I can't. I'm so dramatic, but you know, you ever just, your brain is just tired. So that's been happening. What else has been happening? There's not a huge amount to show you downstairs. It's just plastered walls. You know, nothing has really changed since the last set of clips that I've done, other than the walls being plastered. But so this is the plan of action. Hopefully either tomorrow or Thursday the tiles will go down in the kitchen anyway, because Friday the kitchen is going in. I don't know to what extent. You know, I know we're getting the cooker and the hob are being delivered on Thursday, and then the fridge can't be delivered until Friday, so hopefully we'll be able to like move all that in. And then next week, I don't think anything can happen next week. And then the following week we have the doors and the windows going in, fingers crossed, because right now downstairs, like today is a sunny day, and you don't understand the joy that is giving me, because it's just been really grey here in Ireland. But yeah, on Monday, not next Monday, Monday after, the doors, the back doors and the windows in the kind of like living space, the bathroom and the utility, and then the skylight thingy. I don't know if they're coming on the same day, but I know that those, the windows and doors are coming on the Monday. And then when they go in, then we can get those walls plastered. So the plasterers have plastered all the other walls, and so they're going to be able to dry. And so then we do those walls when those windows and doors go in. And then we have to wait 2 weeks for that to cure before we can paint. And then we can't put down the floors until the walls are painted, you know. So everything has this knock-on effect. And like for a couple of weeks there wasn't much happening because there was nothing that could be done, you know, or like waiting for plumbers or electricians and that. So yeah, things seem to be ramping up a bit, which is good, but I'm ready for it to be done. I just feel like it's Groundhog Day every day and every week. But listen, we're getting there. We are making the best of the situation. We're getting our clothes dry, so we're able to go out to Joanna Wills. Like they live close by to us, so we're able to now, without having a boiler and without having access to a shower, we're able to go out to theirs to have showers because they're like 15-20 minutes away, and then we can bring out loads of washing to wash there. We can dry it here, so we're just making do, you know. But I just wanted to give you a little update on any given day. I don't know who's going to be here. I don't know what they're going to be doing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film. That's why I'm like filming today, because those lads out in the van is still there. They are kind of coming in now. I don't know if they're going to need to come back into the house. I didn't even bother putting makeup on. It was just to kind of give you an update. But yeah, I'm finding it very hard to create content, to be inspired, because everything is just so cluttered. Like there's just like the microwave's there, my coffee machine is there, I've got the toaster and the kettle down here. This is like another chair here that Mum can sit on, or I can sit on, when we set up the laptop to watch TV in the evening. So listen, this is character building, but I'm looking forward to on like Christmas Eve or something, when I'm in have this fleece here because it's starting to get cold. I just took it off while I was filming, and I have a new one, a fresh one that is unworn, untouched by human hands except for my hands, that I'm going to put on Christmas Eve and have like wine and just sit on the couch and look at the TV and then look around and be like, this is fab. And I'm sure like there's going to be bits that we're going to need to finish after Christmas, and that's okay. I think it's just once the house is livable in, that we can kind of clean up, and we're going to hopefully try and get it painted before Christmas now as well. So we did actually pick up, will I show you the paint samples? Hold on now. I'll show you the paint samples. Do I know where they are? We went looking at paint samples over the weekend, even though we're not going to be able to paint for another good few weeks, probably like another month, I'd say. Yeah. I just wanted to have the decision made so that we're not kind of rushing, because what happens is Mum makes a rush decision and I try to go, no, let's just hold on, and like she'll make her decision and then she'll change it, like, because that day, oh my god, last week when, because we'd made our decision on, we're getting laminate flooring in the living part of the new extension and then in the living room, the current house, and we were like, okay, perfect, we know what one we want. That's great. We have a little sample somewhere. And when we went and we got the tiles last week, she said to me, do you think we're making the right decision on the floor? And I was like, would you? So just trying to like make a decision. So here we were on TikTok. So I'm finding that TikTok is a great source of inspiration that I can show Mum, because you know the way sometimes you need to see things visually. I'm like that as well. I'm just like, I need to kind of be able to like look and save inspiration and kind of show her ideas, because with the pocket doors it didn't, I'll explain when it's all done, but they didn't look the way she thought they were going to look in terms of like kind of like the what, I don't even know what you call it, it's not like an archway. I'll explain that another day. But when I showed her some photos on Pinterest and on TikTok, she was like, okay, now I see what it could look like. Okay, so paint samples. I'll start with my favourite. So I think we love Soft Hessian, from Dulux. Now on TikTok, everyone seems to be using natural Hessian. But all they have here in Ireland is the Soft Hessian. And I think it's kind of like a nice, there you can kind of see there, like a warm toned beige, because we want to just keep things kind of light and bright for now anyway. So we were looking at that one. And then we got, because everyone's like loving Egyptian cotton. So I'm turning it that way so you can kind of see it. This is more of like a grey toned or cool tone neutral. I really don't like grey, like paint or flooring or stuff. I don't want the rooms to feel kind of cold. So I mean, this could be an option because it still has warmth to it, but like compared to, I'm sure, the natural Hessian, that has more of like a little almost yellowy, that kind of looks greeny compared to it. And then we got papyrus. Yeah, because I thought I'd like to look at that one. And then we got a sample of broom. So I'll show you them all together. They all look, no, they don't look the same at all. So what I'm going to do is I have cardboard outside and I'm going to cut them into 4, and then I'm going to paint onto this, because we can't make a decision on the paint until the windows and the doors go in, because that's where it will be. And like right now this in pitch blackness, you know. So whenever we get the doors and windows, I'll have those ready. Because like, isn't it gas? This looks, compared to that one, that looks like quite a greeny, yellowy greeny, whereas that looks really nice. I just want it to look cozy. Now I think I like this one compared to that. Anyway, they probably will swatch differently anyway on the paper and stuff. So yeah, because I want to be able to bring it around, you know, the different lights and that. So that's the story. That's what's been going on. But listen, thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to give you like a quick update. So she who's after talking for 22 minutes. We'll see. I'm not going to promise like when the next video will be, because it all just depends on what's happening, do you know? But you know what? Oh, actually, do you know, myself and Mum went to see Monty Don a week and a half ago. He was here in Dublin and it was so nice. Oh, he's just so good. I love him. Love listening to him chatting. And he was saying, he's like, you don't need money to garden. I said to myself, thank God for that, Monty Don, because I have no money after all this. I'll be living in the greenhouse. I was actually spending the day with my nephew who was 7 the other day, and I was telling him, I was like, Matthew, I don't know now if we're going to have, like, be able to put up the Christmas decorations in the house. It all depends if it's finished. And he was like, but Karen, you can put it up in your greenhouse. And I was like, pal, you are right. So we'll see. Might be spending Christmas in the greenhouse. We'll see. But listen, I will see you in the next video. Hopefully there'll be more updates and visual updates, because right now it's just a mass of plastered walls. You know, there's nothing exciting to kind of show you. Right, I'm going to go make myself a sandwich from the fridge in the hall, and have it here in my kitchen, dining, office, laundry room, and it's gonna be fab. See you soon.